The Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8. From the 50, it's Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Now Gino on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And the Seahawks first down.
Complete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Gino now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the gun, here's Smith. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw, Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Throwing again is Smith. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Smith. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. Now a 2nd and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
On one, right?
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Bengals at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They go play action with Burrow. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of looking behind it. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. This now a 3rd and 4. Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Called on a very strong gain of 24. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. A shotgun snap for Smith. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at their 49-yard line.
This could be it. This could be the turning point. Let's go.
Now Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Their own 12-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also a 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll drop to throw. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
A solid pickup there by Mixon, and when he's running it this way, the Cincinnati offense takes on an extra dimension. They love to run the football and shut people down with Mixon carrying the load.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Burrow. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And that flag accepted. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Come on. Watch the same game. Got it. Here we go.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Throwing again, it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. It's a touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, the 1st half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get it down this time to 17. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Deep.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to speed things up here. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Looking deep here for Chase, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati, and even 60 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Off of play action, here's Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Seattle.
Back to throw, Smith. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. From the gun, here's Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield on that play.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Seahawks 24, Bengals 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At their
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Open man is Yoshibas. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E! The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Yoshibas with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2. They're going to go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to home.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now Gino on first down. Going deep for Walker. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Bengals 24.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Again, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
11 MT.
On third down, Burrow. Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the interception, here's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Walker. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Smith going to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking deep here for Chase. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And remember now, a field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Seahawks, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.